Years old and live in Fairfield, Connecticut. On behalf of my generation, I am asking you to please pass this Environmental Rights Amendment for Connecticut. We've been here before, last year, when I pleaded with you. Let's make this the last time, shall we? I'm not old enough to vote or sit where you are sitting, so I'm looking to you to consider my friends and me in your decisions. More and more, we are being overwhelmed with pollution of all kinds. We're exposed to toxic pesticides, contaminating our soil and killing wildlife. We experience horrific disasters, like wildfires burning out of control because we don't even have enough water to fight it. We all have a right to breathe clean air. We have a right to drink and swim in clean water. We have a right to be able to play outside and feel safe and energized by the nature around us. I'm asking you once more to vote for this very important amendment. Vote for me. Vote for future generations to enjoy all that you have enjoyed on this beautiful earth. I believe in you, and I have hope that you will make this happen. So please, act now. Let's do this. Thank you for your time.
Following Nora will be her also wonderful brother, Ryan Romeo, who is a 9th grader.
Hi, I'm Ryan Romeo, and I'm a high school freshman in Fairfield, Connecticut. I've spent most of my life observing the effects of the environmental crisis and feeling helpless to do anything about it. I've watched as we experienced natural disasters and destruction as adults stood by and talked about it without actually doing anything significant to make it happen, to make it better. When I was about my sister's age, I had a goal to try to get every child to plant just one tree. I had to do something. I really thought I could save the earth, and I imagined that everyone would be willing to do this small, easy thing that would have such an enormous impact. As I got older, I learned some hard lessons, and while so many would praise me for being thoughtful or tell me how great an idea I had, we are all still here dealing with the same concerns today. I'll be honest, I still don't understand how anyone would not be willing to make a few changes in their life to help us improve the environment that we live in. Clean air and water are a necessity for life on Earth, so granting the right to these seems obvious. I'm disappointed that there is any opposition to such a fundamental need. When the possibility of losing these basic needs is so close, I'm shocked that more people aren't doing everything in their power to address the crisis before it's too late. I'm here to appeal to all of you to please stand up and do something. I know that these changes are not simple, but to show that you are considering us and our future would say something to my generation. We're counting on you to take action now so that when we soon take your place, we will have hope of a better future. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. And now following Ryan, we have Shreya Mothaturi from UConn, where she is a freshman.
Hi, my name is Soraya, and I'm a first year at the University of Connecticut, and I'm majoring in environmental science and molecular cell biology. Today, we're talking about the Environmental Rights Amendment, which ensures everyone the right to clean water, air, and a healthy environment, similar to how everyone is entitled to the right of speech, religion, and assembly in the First Amendment. You wouldn't question having these basic First Amendment rights because they're intuitive. Similarly, so is the right to live in a clean environment. Do you want to breathe polluted air, drink contaminated water, and live in a degraded environment? Because I sure don't. In my 19 years, I watched the climate change before my eyes. I remember as a kid, we would get multiple feet of snow. Now we barely get 2 to 5 inches, or maybe 8 if we're lucky. In recent summers, we've had less and less rain and higher temperatures. In 2023, during the Canadian wildfires, we endured very poor air quality for weeks, where all you could see was smoke, and it was very hard to breathe. I can go on and on about how our environment is changing before our eyes. These shifts aren't just warning signs. They are clear indicators that our environment is suffering, and without action, it will only get worse. In past legislative sessions, environmental action has been neglected, but it's time we make it more of a priority. The addition of the CTERA to the Connecticut Bill of Rights would ensure clean air, safe water, and a healthy environment as guaranteed rights. It would hold our state accountable, requiring environmental protection to be a priority rather than a privilege. We shouldn't have to fight for something so fundamental. So what can you do? Write to your local legislators, share your concerns, and urge them to vote in favor of the CTERA. And legislators, your vote for the CTERA is not just a vote for the environment, it's a vote for the health and well-being of every individual. Thank you.
I want to say thank you to all the youth speakers, as they really highlight that this is not just a now issue, but a future issue that we are still continuing to fight. And now I want to have Senator Tony Wan come up and speak.
If I may, before I start, I love to have these young people come and join me. And we're going to keep the chair for you. Come on up. Here you go. I am so privileged to be the state senator representing these incredible young people in Fairfield. They have taught me so much. And I think the most important thing I want to be able to share with the audience is to acknowledge all the advocates that are out there today and out there that can't make it to the Capitol. This amendment to our Constitution is a very sacred process, but I believe it is absolutely essential because these young people said it best. It is a right for these young people and every Connecticut resident to have an opportunity to have clean air, clean water, and a sustainable environment into the future. And I think it's important for me as a Connecticut Republican state senator to advocate that this is not a partisan issue. It is truly a bipartisan issue that impacts our quality of life, our responsibility as citizens of the world to create a better environment. These young people have taught me that it isn't about just one of us. It's about all of us. And I think the important part is it is more important than ever right now for all of us to stand and make a difference, every single one of us, because the dismantling of the progress that have been made for the past 40 years in the National Environmental Protection is a critical sound of alarm that people need to be engaged. It is, again, let me repeat, not a partisan issue. It is an important humanitarian, sustainability, and a world citizenship issue. So these young people are my inspiration, but I ask all of you that are able to see this and listen to this, step up, make a difference, have your voice be heard, and do every little bit that you can to counter some of the national forces that may be countering environmental sustainability and protection. So thank you very much, and I want to shout out to CTLCV for their advocacy in supporting this as well. Thank you.
I want to say thank you for everyone coming out and showing support today for SJ 36, and also to all the wonderful speakers. Again, this is a nonpartisan issue.
We have a speaker from Texas.
And we are not done yet.
We are not done.
We have a speaker from Texas that would like to come up and speak. So.
Hi, my name is Eliza Davis Barrett. I just moved back from Texas like a couple months ago. I'm here for behalf of most of the kids and also for my brother as a sciences teacher who study in science of pollution. My experience with pollution and also environments is helping other plants and also water issues. but the point of the pollution is when you dump milk cartons, plastic cups, bottles, and other plastic styrofoam of cycling in the water, and using trash for taking out and putting in the water is also devastating for the climate. So my experience of pollution is, how could I make a difference? Is stop and also recycling and keep the environment away from the trash. So plants and water have to survive because the two of us, we kill them from the environment. So what I expect from my brother's behalf, I think Kevin is a great scientist teacher who taught scientists plant geology to clean out and also studying plants. For he, as my experience for him, I'm grateful for the Connecticut board, but looking to the future of young people, also young adults like myself, having a change. Stop the pollution. You have to make a change for keeping the environment safe. Plants are not good for killing, not destroying, and not even to hurting. You have to save the plants and save the animals, and also please keep the fire away from the houses or plants or every nature out there. So please help the environment. Thank you.
I'm very proud of my goddaughter, Eliza, who just moved back from Texas for many years. She lived on a ranch and had a special home in the at the facility. She has cerebral palsy, but she is very passionate, as you can see, about the environment. She's spoken about it in the past. She won 2 beauty pageants, and you can see why. Twice. And her speeches have been about the environment and those things. So she's a longtime advocate, and I really appreciate you letting her share her stories.
Thank you, Eliza. That was great. And I think that just shows that everyone here has their own climate story to tell. And so now, after this, we're all going to try and take a photo in here. And then after the photo, Kim will have everyone that signed up to lobby. She will help you go around the building and figure out who you were speaking to today. But I want to say thank you again for everyone to show up, all in support of SJ 36. Thank you.